So, do you think that Google should be held accountable for the negative effects that not just crowdsourcing, but crowdsourcing the particular way that they do, like you just explained?
Yes, so absolutely. Google is a monopoly in local search online, right? There is no company in the world or in the United States that's generating more digital exposure and captures more digital marketing dollars and delivers more leads to businesses than Google. They have a sort of moderate weight validation, and they do that so that it's easy for businesses to get verified. But the ease of that creates openings for bad actors, and Google has not devoted anywhere near enough resources to keep those bad actors at bay.
So, what kind of things would Google be able to do to help prevent these issues?
So if you go back to my blog, the title is Google Level 5 Local Guy Dies of Caffeine Poisoning While Reviewing Thousands of Starbucks Last Week. Okay, so this is an example of massive spam that is conceivable, should have been captured by an algorithm, but wasn't. This one is titled The Largest Review Spam Network Ever, or Who is Shahzadur Rahman and Why Should You Care? So in this case, the first case was a clear case of a bot, an automated piece of software automatically scraping and posting reviews, from like TripAdvisor and then repost them on Google. Part of it was, I believe, a test to see if Google's defenses were sound. Subsequent to that, so it was reported in June, this behavior. They didn't do anything. And then about a month ago, it was reported where 3 million reviews like this were posted. 3 million, right? So Google knew about it, and Google didn't do shit about it. Okay, so this is what's called a review spam network, where it's like a Mechanical Turk network where bad actors hire independent contractors around the world and pay them small pittance and then charge for fake reviews. And there's this very clear and obvious pattern that goes on where reviewer A reviews business A, B, and C. Reviewer B reviews businesses B, C, and D. Reviewer C reviews businesses C, D, and E. And you can see the relationship between these reviewers. They have other attributes where typically they'll review multiple businesses of the same type in different parts of the country. Well, how many home construction businesses could you possibly review, right? So there's a very clear pattern. It's a little more sophisticated. This is a pattern that I pointed out to them in April 2017 and has subsequently been pointed out to them multiple times, and they still have not put in place adequate, and this is something that could be programmed. They have the most talented engineers in the world. They're at the forefront of artificial intelligence. There is no reason that they can't put in place adequate machine tools, automated, to solve the bulk of these two problems. And yet, a year and a half on, 2 years on, they've done squat about these problems, and they still persist. If they are what they say they are, which is the greatest technology company in the world, with somewhere in the order of 60,000 frickin' engineers with PhDs from the likes of Carnegie Mellon, clearly they're smart enough, and if they wanted to, they could solve this problem.
Well, how do they stay out of, like, how does this stuff not become national news when, like, a security issue like the ones that they present?
Hang on 1 second. I want to show you a search result. Google is very, very savvy in terms of heading off bad press. They internally track major blogs, major news sources, and they monitor for problems. And when problems reach a certain level, they, like in Brian Seeley's case, will do something to stop the immediate problem. They may or may not fix the more extensive problem that led to it.
So what you're saying is that if you don't essentially report every single company from that's being listed,
Right.
like every single case, then they're only going to get rid of the ones that you do report.
Exactly. And how much, we're volunteers, right? This is our hobby. This isn't our profession.